Okay, let's take a look at CTX payments. I'm going to go over to ACH payments, select new ACH payments, and this is where I can select CTX. So I can send a payment to a business and click on this is a CTX payment. And I have my choice of guided entry or free form entry. So before, guided entry would have been known as vendor payments. And we'll take a look at guided and free form entry. Before I do that, you can also do, so these are credits. I can also do a debit CTX. So I've clicked on business and then CTX. There is no guided entry for CTX, so it's putting in free form addenda. So let's go back to sending a payment, sticking with the guided entry. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a recipient. And all my recipient information. And amount, 5,000, make it easy. And now this is where I can start adding my addenda information. So you can see I have addenda 1, there's 69 characters remaining. I can delete this and it's telling me to enter my information below. So my invoice amount, we'll say is 6,000. My discount amount is 1,000 and amount paid is going to be 5,000. You can see once I start typing that it went down from 69 to 55. So by virtue of what I am typing, it is creating that addenda for me. So once I start adding my invoice information, it's now down to 49. And let's see, let's go ahead and add a date. Let's make that the 27th. And, you know, I can add my reference ID, say a purchase order with that number too. And then, you know, my adjustment reason. So we'll put a price error here. So you can see I filled out pretty much everything except for adjustment amount. I have 28 characters remaining. I could put additional addenda information here. I have 8 characters, but I'm done. And if I want to add more addendas, I can add 1 addenda, 10 addendas. What it's going to do, if I add 10 addendas, it's going to, let me show more rows per page. It's going to give me a lot of extra sections to put in those addendas. Even if I add 10, I don't have to put in 10. I can put in 2 and be on my way. So I'm not going to add anything else to this. I'm just going to move on from here. I can do a send remittance only, which is going to zero out all the dollar amounts. I'm going to select next, select my funding account, memo to Jonas. Next, and it's just like any other payment at this point. I can finish later. But if I want to finish, I'm going to put in a payment name. Put in a description. I can pre-note, but I'm just going to go ahead and submit the payment. So now I'm going to copy this tracking number. But I actually don't really need it because I can see Jonas right here. I can click on it and I can go to my payment detail page where it says that I still need 2 approvals. I can notify approvers approve. So all the actions that you would see on a regular payment that is in a needs approval status will show here. The thing about the CTX, though, is besides your recipient, the payment detail is going to list all the addenda items here. So if I had 100 addenda items, you're going to see it portrayed addenda 1, addenda 2, addenda 3, and addenda 4. Now, if I go back and I select to send a payment business CTX and do a free form, once I add another recipient, So here the addenda is just a little bit different. It doesn't guide you through those particular invoice number, invoice date, things like that. So this is literally just a free form addenda that can be input here. Same as the guided, you can add how many ever addendas that you want to show up. And then you can send remittance info only, or you can click next to proceed with finishing this out. Next. That payment. And here when I go in and I'm going to find, oh, now that one I should have looked for my, there it is. Wait, that's not it. There it is. So now when I go into the payment details for this one, you can see the addenda information is just a little bit different. So this is literally just a string of the addenda that was input for that. So that is CTX.